Your boy's getting old. Look at the grays. Look at the grays. That's called maturity right there. Yeah. That's experience. Not experience, experience. You know what I'm saying? How are y'all doing out there? My name is Spidey Sense, but you can call me Chris. And today, we're talking about Godzilla vs Kong on this channel. This channel has been, if you look at the past videos, it's been Call of Duty, commentaries, live commentaries, Arkham City, Battlefield, just a bunch of random gaming videos. We're going to keep it gaming and movie related, pop culture related, anything I want to talk about, make a video about. That's what this channel is going to be. It might be vlogs with my kids, my wife, my homies. I also stream on Twitch every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday and Saturday. Twitch.tv/SpideySense. Now, I hope you enjoyed this video.
Because today, we're talking about Godzilla versus Kong. And it's going to be a good one.
Now, this is just a discussion. Spoilers all throughout the video. It's going to be a discussion about the movie. It's not no really hardcore critical review. It's not no rating. We do give a rating, but it's very loose. It's just me and my friend just talking about the movie. My boy King of Zero. He's been on the channel in Battlefield. We've been friends for 20-something years. So that's what this video is about. Hope you enjoy it. If you like it, hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the Twitch. Go to the Twitter. Go to the Insta. Go to the TikTok. Go to all the places. Join the Discord. Hang out. Give me your 2 cents down in the comments what you thought about the movie. Hated it. Loved it. Your opinions are stupid. Your opinions are just like mine. Whatever it is you want to do. And I hope I see y'all in the next video. Peace. All right, brother. So,
Godzilla vs Kong.
yes.
And let me tell you, brother. Let me tell you. I was ready to choke slam and Spartan kick my TV with this fucking movie. All right.
Really? Hang on. I heard Monster Hunter's dope.
No, oh my fuck, dude. I wanted to fucking Spartan kick and choke slam my TV watching that fucking pile of shit. Bro, I fucking wanted to just kick a hole through my fucking screen. Oh my fucking god, I hate that. Ooh, like that makes me more mad than the Game of Thrones ending, bro. Cause all of the shit leading up to this movie was so pro Kong that I was like, fuck, this is gonna be horrible. This whole movie is gonna be nothing but King Kong. Like, it's gonna be pro Kong. Kong's gonna win after Godzilla's first 2 movies of building him up to be such an amazing and strong Godzilla.
Mm-hmm.
But we got the movie and I was wrong, and I'm happy that I was wrong.
Is this gonna be spoilers?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, we'll do spoilers. Okay, so
Yeah,
here's my thing. Kong, this felt like a Kong movie.
It definitely was Kong 2.
Yeah, it like I like Kong. I have nothing against Kong, but it definitely felt like a Kong movie. It was kind of like Civil War, but it was Captain America's movie. That's how it felt.
Yeah.
It was like this was Kong's movie. They definitely spent more time building Kong's like personality. Godzilla, even in Godzilla and King of Monsters, they never really did that. Like, they never really spent a lot of time on Godzilla except for the action parts.
Right.
Granted, Godzilla is a fucking like lizard dinosaur. Like, Kong's a lot more relatable because he's a monkey. You know, they're more
monkey.
Yeah, they're more human. He's an ape. They're more human-like than like a big-ass lizard. But like, here's my issue with the movie. I loved it. I thought the fight scenes were fantastic. I thought Kong whooped some ass. I thought Godzilla whooped some ass. I thought they whooped ass equally. Like, I don't think they one side. Like, I think
it was more one-sided towards Godzilla. Godzilla definitely whooped Kong a little bit more.
Yeah, but Kong had some badass like MMA moments, bro. And like with the axe, when he got the axe, like he was cool, bro. And
yeah, it definitely was.
and they definitely made you think it was gonna be like Godzilla's bad in this movie, and Kong's here to save the day. That's what the trailers did.
Definitely. So before the movie even came out, I talked with my comic book buddy that I usually talk to, and I was like, listen, here's the scenarios. Godzilla's pissed off because the humans still have Ghidorah's skull, which that ended up becoming true.
Yeah.
He's pissed off because they're making Mechagodzilla. That ended up becoming true also.
You said that before the movie?
Yeah. And
Bro, you're a god.
My third assumption was, you know, it's gonna be a Godzilla vs Kong. They're gonna have a Batman vs Superman moment, save Mothra, but it never happened, which is great. I'm so glad that it happened.
I thought that the Godzilla that was bad wasn't Godzilla. Like I was thinking that it might have been Mechagodzilla, you know, with like a skin on it.
Lesson for people, I don't know how much Godzilla you know or not.
Not much.
But history lesson, in the old Mechagodzilla vs Godzilla movie, that is what happened. Mechagodzilla was disguised as Godzilla.
Yeah.
So a lot of people did think that as well, and I was one of them at first. I was like, yeah, I can see that. But that didn't happen, which is fine. Like
there's a lot of. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
There's a lot of weird sub-stories that they added to this movie. Like a lot of the Millie shit was unnecessary. I almost feel like they just had her like under contract years ago, and they just had to add shit in there. Go ahead.
Here's my thing with the whole legendary universe. This universe is built on taking people from Marvel and Netflix. Every movie has someone from Marvel or Netflix in it. So, Godzilla 1, it has Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver. Kong Skull Island has Samuel L. Jackson, Brie Larson, Loki.
Godzilla 1 has Scarlet Witch? She's in Godzilla 1?
Yeah, she's the wife of... she's the wife.
What? I didn't know that.
I forgot her fucking name in the movie, but... So in Godzilla 2, they have this. That's when the Netflix stuff started happening, because they definitely just put her in there because they're riding off of the Stranger Things thing. And let me fucking tell you, I wish they did not. She is not needed in this movie whatsoever.
No, and I don't think she's like bad. I don't think she did a bad job. She's not bad. I just think it was
all the humans are bad.
Unnecessary.
All the humans are bad.
Like they could have cut half.
Tell me how. A girl, a fat kid from Deadpool 2, and some weird dude who's just a conspiracy theorist is walking around the most top secret facilities on the entire planet without being seen.
Yeah, they just sneak in. They get sent to Hong Kong.
So dumb, and no one knows,
Yeah,
it's so dumb.
Yeah, and also what also bothers me is how are they the only two humans on the planet Earth who are like, no, Kong's not bad.
Let's find this guy.
Or not Kong, Godzilla. Now I'm talking about the conspiracy theorists, Bernie and Millie's character. Like,
yeah,
everyone else is like, oh, Godzilla's evil. Godzilla's evil. He only attacked an Apex facility. That's it. He didn't attack like a whole city. He didn't just roll up on it.
So here's what is really bad about this movie. And I'm gonna put my score out right now. This movie, just because I love Godzilla, I love King Kong. This movie for me was so much fun to watch that I don't care about the bad stuff. It's still like a 9 out of 10 for me.
Yeah.
But here's what's really bad about this movie.
The fun parts were so good that it raised the score for me. Even the human parts were. I mean, they could have had some human parts, like the little girl. That part was interesting a little bit. Like her.
So Kong's humans were fine. Godzilla's humans were horrible.
Yeah, the CEO guy's daughter.
Fine as hell.
Like this, yeah, but she was useless, and she was like she was like almost like a adult star actress. Like her acting was just like. It was almost her moments like I feel like we're hating on the movie, but her moments felt like Fast and the Furious scenes. Like she had like corny lines and just like she was trying to be as a hard ass, and it was just like I don't know. The human parts,
Right.
the writing was kind of
That-
doo doo. Yeah, it was unneeded, unnecessary. The movie is called Godzilla vs Kong, not Godzilla vs Kong and an hour of humans. They could have
So,
cut 30 minutes of the
yeah,
human
they
parts and kept the Kong and
just added
Godzilla
more
parts the
fights.
same, or just left it the same. They could have just left the Godzilla parts the same and cut the human parts in half, and that movie would have been a lot better.
Oh,
Like okay, for example, Bernie, he has his little flask and he starts talking about his wife and like, oh, she died. Like, okay, like how does that have anything to do with the movie? You're just trying to make us like him and feel bad
he
for
got
him?
So this is what's really bad about this movie. There's so much plot holes that nothing is told. Where did all the other Titans go? Well, in the beginning of the movie, they're talking about, oh, the Godzilla was going around defeating all the other Titans. Why
Yeah.
was Godzilla going around defeating all the Titans? Because he's the alpha of all the Titans. He had no reason to go around defeating all the other Titans. Why
Yeah.
isn't that explained? His wife was apparently killed by Godzilla during an Apex attack. That is why that whole thing is important to the movie. Which it's not at all. Like,
Yeah, it didn't. Yeah, I didn't even know that.
Like,
I
what-
missed that part.
that's what I'm saying. That, yeah, you like it's so
Yeah, I was zoned
stupid.
out. I was just ready for more Godzilla Kong action. And then like I wanted to see more Hollow Earth shit. Like
That's another thing. Like, Hollow Earth is not explained good at all through any of the movies. So they started in King Kong Skull Island. Not even King Kong. That's another thing I hate.
that's
Everyone
probably the
calls
best
him
movie
King
out of
Kong.
all of them, honestly.
He's not King Kong in this universe. He's just Kong. He's not
The,
King Kong
the
at
Skull
all in
Island,
this universe.
the Skull Island movie is probably the best one in terms of story.
Yeah.
But
So
I love Godzilla. Godzilla.
they start the Hollow Earth in Kong Skull Island. They go more into it in King of Monsters, and then they go all the way into it in this. But none of them like connect with each other. Like, none of them are like make sense with each other, like, at all.
Yeah, I don't even remember them mentioning Hollow Earth in the other movies.
It's because they mentioned it. They were like, oh, that's how Godzilla gets through all the parts of the world so quick. He goes through the Hollow Earth and blah blah blah.
Okay, I know they're talking about like in King of Monsters, they're talking about like Godzilla goes through like these wormhole type things in the water. I didn't connect those dots, you know. I was just,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I thought honestly, I thought how the movie started was fantastic. It was just Kong right off the bat, you know,
Scratching
him
his ass.
scratching his ass, like living his life, and then like throwing the tree trunk at the thing. That if we got more of that, and then more Godzilla development, like they should have been the main characters of the movie. It feels like Millie, they want us to have the humans,
Right.
like the guy that wrote the book about Hollow Earth. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, he saved Kong. That was important.
All right.
But like,
So let's face it. Kong died 3 times in this movie if it wasn't for the humans.
yeah, because he was stuck underwater. That guy saved him
Yeah.
twice.
Well, all right.
He,
So
he
4
undid the
times. All right.
chains.
Godzilla. Let's just face it. Spoilers. Godzilla won. Godzilla whooped
Yeah.
the fuck out of Kong throughout this whole movie, except for one time in Hong Kong.
Yeah, Kong was kind of whooping that ass for a minute.
But,
Like
so,
there was a moment there where I'm like, dude, Kong is whooping that ass right now. And then Godzilla like fucking judo flipped him over his shoulder, and then fucked him up. And then
Kong died 4 times in this movie if it wasn't for humans.
what was the other
Well,
ones?
So the very first one, right off the rip, Godzilla won. Right off the rip, because he gets on the boat, Kong punches him, and Godzilla's like, "Bruh, really? That's all you got?" Bitch slaps him. Kong falls. Instantly, Godzilla's ready to atomic breath his face off.
Oh,
Kong
and
would have
the
been dead
jets.
right then and there. The jets blow him up, and then
Yeah.
during that fight, he goes to drown him. The depth charges, and then when Kong's in Hollow Earth, he about died to that damn flying warbat snake thing. Humans save him there, and then Godzilla does actually whoop his ass in Hong Kong after a good fight, and then goes to and they have to restart his heart because he's dying there. Like Kong lost.
Yeah, there's no question.
no-
Kong lost. That's why
no
Kong.
if- but
That's why Kong was like, "You win." Like when he dropped the axe, and he's just
yes,
like, he's
Kong-
like, "You are the
this is what
alpha."
I've been arguing with so many people about this because there's people out there who think Kong won. How? But
How can they
anyway,
watch that
no,
movie and think Kong won?
Exactly. I don't know. I've argued with a bunch of people about this shit. No, Kong realizes Godzilla is the alpha.
He
and that is why
literally
Kong-
stands up, yells at Godzilla, and then is like, drops the axe, and then Godzilla's like, "That's
yeah.
right, bitch," and walks away. like, and
And Kong goes back to Hollow Earth to be the alpha in the Hollow Earth because he knows
Yeah.
he can't be the alpha on Earth because Godzilla will whoop that shit again.
but you gotta respect Kong.
Oh, I do. I love Kong. That's the
Kong-
thing. Like, I talk shit, but I like Kong.
Kong was able to communicate with humans. He was able to. That little girl
I
was
got
like,
two.
"Hey," dude. When that little girl was like, "Hey,"
The little girl carried the humans.
yeah, she was the best human. And I also liked the scientist that was like her mother figure. I thought she was good too. Because she wasn't in it a lot. Like, in her parts were like, I thought Kong's humans were good. I thought
They were,
the scientist and the girl made sense. The dad, Millie's dad, was useless in this movie. I guess they just wanted to show him because he was like the main character in the other one. But it was just like,
Should never have happened.
yeah,
They should have never killed Bryan Cranston. It should have been Bryan Cranston and Ken Watanabe the whole time. Those should have been the main humans.
The girl, one of my favorite scenes in the movie wasn't even a fight scene. I mean, I love those scenes, don't get me wrong. But when she talks to Kong and she goes, "Hey, Godzilla's not the enemy."
Yes.
And she goes, "That's the enemy." And Kong looks over and Godzilla's getting his ass kicked by Mecha Godzilla. And then Kong's like, "I got you." Like, that scene was so
at first,
cool.
I remember at first Kong was like, "No, no."
Mm-hmm.
And he like did his little shoulder shrug. It was like, because he was like, "No, I'm not gonna follow that. I can't fall in line. I'm an alpha." And then he realized. He realized.
Another negative is like you love Godzilla. You probably know the lore before the movie. They don't really explain like Godzilla and Kong's like
No, they don't explain
feud.
it at all.
Like their whole
They don't.
like their whole family feud.
They
They
don't.
show
How-
like they show like
how
little
did he
like
get an axe with Godzilla's spine? Like, how did that happen?
yeah.
How did that happen? How did the
Well, that's
ancient
what-
Kongs beat?
It was funny because
Godzilla.
my wife was like, "Oh, Kong is the king of Hollow Earth." And I'm like, "No, he's not." I was like, "Look whose spine is the axe, and look whose like symbol was around the throne. Like when it
Yeah,
lit up,
like-
it was Godzilla. Like
It makes no sense.
he's the king of everything." Ghidorah was the only problem, but Ghidorah was an alien, wasn't he? Yeah, so he wasn't even from there. So, but then once Godzilla went nuclear on his ass, it was over.
Yeah.
But
See, and in the comics and in the old movies, Godzilla can do that all the time. It's called burning. It's called burning Godzilla, and he can do that all the time. Which in this one, apparently he can't. Which we
He
will
had to
never
hit-
know because
you have to hit him with a nuclear
right-
explosion first.
right.
The movies were fun. The writing was bad.
It was fun. The human
The
writing
ri-
was very bad.
The human writing was bad. I thought they did a fantastic job with the fighting. The scene, like it
Alright,
looked
let me-
beautiful.
I'm gonna
the
say it-
CGI
I'm
was
gonna say
beautiful.
it right now. This is the same company that does the CGI for it's Warner Brothers. They also did the CGI for Justice League, which is like the worst CGI ever. How do you have a big lizard and a big monkey look so real, but you can't CGI
A mustache.
Superman or Cyborg or like what? But
I
I'm
know.
gonna say it right here. I'm gonna say it right here, right now. And for all the millions of people that watch this, I'm gonna get hate.
Oh God.
The MonsterVerse, Godzilla, Kong Skull Island, King of Monsters, and Godzilla vs Kong is the best cinematography in every movie ever. Bro, how many cool ass shots are in all these movies which you could be like, I'd put that as a wallpaper on my computer.
Mm-hmm.
So many.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, the coolest shit ever in Godzilla 2014, the first one. Godzilla fucking atomic breaths down the dude's throat and melts his head off, and then just casually throws it in the water and is like, rah, like what?
Yeah,
That's the coolest scene
and I
in
thought,
movie history.
and I thought Godzilla's design was incredible.
It's the best Godzilla design ever. It easily hands down. But no. So the movie, all right, we'll go through. Let's go through this movie real quick.
Okay.
Like we said, it starts out with King Kong.
Yeah,
Or
great.
Kong, because he's not king yet. Well, all right. Before this though, I want to preface this with, we won't get another Godzilla movie.
You don't think so?
No, we won't, because the rights of Godzilla being on screen are going back with Toho, his original creators. Toho gave Legendary the rights to make 3 Godzilla movies. This was the 3rd one. So now the rights for Godzilla will go back to Toho, and they're gonna make Godzilla movies. Unless if they make a deal, which I hope they do, because
unless
movies are
they consider this movie a Kong movie, and then we get one more Godzilla movie.
No, they've already said this is the 3rd Godzilla movie, unfortunately. But the MonsterVerse can continue with Kong, so there can be more Legendary Kong movies, which could explore like the Hollow Earth more, which would be cool.
I love this version of Kong better than the original. Like, oh, he gets transferred to New York. Oh, everyone's attacking him. He saves the girl.
Yeah.
You know, like I like this. I like the Skull Island, the versus Godzilla.
This is way better.
Yeah.
So, with knowing that, kind of sucks, but I hope they make a deal. But we'll see what happens.
I need to rewatch the first 2. I mean, I watched King of Monsters a couple weeks ago. I haven't seen Godzilla in a while. The first one, the first new one.
2 days before this movie came out, I watched 2014 Godzilla. Then the day before, I watched King of Monsters. So I was hyping myself up.
Yeah, you were ready.
I was ready. So the movie starts out with Kong. It's fantastic. He's just chilling, goes and takes a shower, scratches his butt, picks up a tree, sees the little girl, and I'm like, oh man, the little girl, Kong, they cool with each other. Rips the tree and throws it into the thing, shatters it, and you're just like, whoa, okay. So they put a dome around Kong. That's
Truman
crazy.
Show. Truman Show Kong. All right.
And Kong is ginormous now, which is crazy. He grew a lot.
Yeah, I don't remember how big he was in Skull Island.
He's only like a.
But they do mention it. They do mention like how much bigger he got. I mean, they had to. Like, if he's gonna fight, if he's gonna fight Godzilla,
this Godzilla would have just stepped on him and be like, all right.
Yeah, if they would have been like, all right, Kong versus Godzilla, and Kong is still the same size as before, he could just like eat him like a Pez, just, like.
Like, I'm just gonna step on him now.
Do you think this movie is better than King of Monsters?
Yeah, I don't think it's better, and I don't think it's worse. I think it's like on the same line.
I think Kong makes it better. Like, I really liked Kong in this movie. I wasn't rooting for him. I was definitely Godzilla, but I was hoping that like he didn't kill him or anything. Like, I was hoping like. It was the way it ended. It was the way I was hoping. Like, King Kong was like, "All right, you win," and that was it. Like, it was perfect. Now, I do think it ended weird. Like, I do think it was just like Godzilla walks off, and then it was just like, "Oh, Kong's in Hollow Earth. All right, it's over." Like, it was just, I don't know. Like, some of the writing elements were just a little off for me. Like. I don't remember the scientist guy, not the scientist, but the dude who wrote the book. They mentioned his brother dying. Did that happen in another movie?
I would have to go back and watch Kong Skull Island, because it definitely, unless if he was like an off-screen character in King of Monsters or something.
Yeah, because they're just like, oh, my brother died. He tried to go to Hollow Earth, and I'm like, what?
Yeah. So, and to this is on the same line as King of Monsters. The monster fights are just fantastically fun. The human parts are just fantastically terrible.
So rank all of them. Not like number like 9 out of 10, but just like your Godzilla, this one, your top 4, and I'm including Skull Island.
Oh yeah, it's part of the MonsterVerse. We have to. So this ranking does not mean movies are bad. I'm saying that now because I know people are stupid. King of Monsters, Godzilla Kong, Godzilla, and then Kong Skull Island for me.
See,
That's
you sound like a
I'm just
Godzilla
a Godzilla
fanboy.
fan. I am a Godzilla fanboy, and I'll admit it. I don't care.
I think
Godzilla fanboy.
when I looked at it, it seemed like everyone thinks Skull Island's the best movie. Like in
Yeah.
terms of the human parts are good, the Kong parts are good. Like
Well, let's face it. Kong Skull Island isn't a Kong movie. It is a human movie. It's all about the humans with Kong in it. Like,
yeah,
that whole
but it was
movie,
just,
you're
but
following
it
the
wasn't.
humans.
Yeah, but imagine if that was the case for these Godzilla movies and how bad the human parts
Right.
are. Like it,
Yeah.
if I remember, I enjoyed all of them.
I definitely did. I loved all of them. I have all of them except for Godzilla vs Kong. When that comes out on Blu-ray, I might have that one too. So,
Yeah, I have King of Monsters and Godzilla on Vudu. I don't have the physical copies. I have them on digital. And I think I have Skull Island. I want to rewatch them all now that I've seen
I
them
need
all.
to rewatch Skull Island.
Yeah. So what is your rating for this movie? I think you already said it, but
Yeah, 9 out of 10. Honestly,
and that's
just
fanboy
because this movie-
boost. And the way
I
it
mean,
ended.
the movie's just so fun. Yeah. The
So
ending definitely had
say the movie was the exact same except Kong wins. What would your rating have been?
I would probably put it as a 7 or an 8, to be honest with you. Probably an 8
Yeah.
because the movie's just so fun to watch. I've already
Yeah.
watched it like 3 times. The movie
Really?
is so fun to watch. Yes.
Bro,
Like when the human parts come on, when Millie's like
Just skip
sneaking
it.
around. Yeah, I just like, all right, let me do this real quick on my phone. Oh, Godzilla and Kong are fighting again. All right, let me watch.
yeah, I do that with Dark Knight.
So we get done with the Kong scratching his butt and throwing stuff and all that.
Mhm.
Then we get to, oh no, another cool cinematic thing that makes the MonsterVerse so cool. Godzilla swimming in the water, and then he starts glowing, and then he just sticks his head up on the water. His eyes are glowing, and then he just roars and puts his head back down. Like, what? I want that as a wallpaper.
Are you
That is so
talking
cool.
about?
This is-
Are you talking about when they shut off the boats and stuff? Like when they were like, "Oh, we got to shut the boats down."
No, I'm
so
talking
he-
about before that when he's going to attack Pensacola,
Oh, okay.
which is the worst Pensacola in the world. Florida has no mountains. Why is there mountains in the background of Pensacola? What? Also, there's no Chinatown in Pensacola. Where the fuck did they go?
Yeah. Oh no, they went.
Anyways,
Yeah, I don't know if they were still in Pensacola because they took the
had
van
to
and
be.
like drove away.
they had to, but they had to be though.
Yeah, it's
because
kinda true.
He works at that place, and that's where they snuck into. Like,
I don't know. Maybe they're
Okay.
trying to. I don't know, dude. It's a movie.
exactly. It's just funny being from Florida and you know the area a little bit, so it's like, okay, that's definitely not Florida, but cool.
maybe there is
so
mountains
God-
in Pensacola. We just don't know.
And maybe, yeah, it's just a magical land we've never been to. So old school Godzilla vibes, where pushing the boats out of the way, and he gets out of the water, and he's like walking slowly towards the thing, just like the old school Godzilla movie. Cool as hell. And then he's just blasting jets and smacking jets, and
Yeah.
just blowing up this place. And then we get to the only Bernie part that's probably cool at all in this whole movie is him, which this makes sense, sneaking around Apex because fucking works there.
Mhm.
Like when he was annoying his like coworker, that part was good. That part was funny.
Yeah, he was trying to get him to
Coworker's like,
leave.
Yeah, the coworker's like, bro, you're weird. I'm out. We all have coworkers like that. We all have coworkers.
Yeah.
We're just like, bro, I'm out. When
And
you
like
come around,
when
I'm out.
when I talk shit about the humans, I don't think I don't think any of them were bad. Like
No, they're not bad. They're just written.
they
bad.
just they're written bad and they're meaningless. Like a lot of it was meaningless. Like oh he likes to buy bleach from this place. Like why is that in the movie?
right? He buys and why is that the thing that found so this man wipes his skin down with bleach and no one notices it except for this little girl from high school? Get the fuck out of here.
That's my
So-
biggest to me the biggest plot hole for me is the fact that literally everyone's like, "Oh,
who is
Godzilla's
this podcast
bad."
guy?
Or just Godzilla's a bad guy and only him and her are like, "No, he's not." He's
Yeah.
not. He's being provoked. Why did he only attack Apex? He didn't attack everything. He attacked
And he didn't
Apex
destroy
and left.
Pensacola. He destroyed one building.
Now I will say one part of the fights I didn't like. I felt like Godzilla was spamming his beam a little bit too much in Hong Kong.
All right. So here is why someone came up with this idea of why he was spamming it, which makes kind of sense. So against Ghidorah, yeah. So this is something that's not mentioned either in King of Monsters. Godzilla fought Ghidorah before that movie. That's why Ghidorah is on ice. Godzilla beat him already.
Mm-hmm.
So Godzilla knows Ghidorah's super strong. Let's face it, Ghidorah would clap the fuck out of Kong 10 times out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
So Godzilla knows he has to use full 100% power on his atomic blast against Ghidorah to even like dent him.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Kong, he knows he's like, I don't have to use full power. So he can use less power and use it more instead of use full power and only use it like here and there.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, that kind of makes sense. I'll stick with that.
Yeah, but he was just like taking out the whole city. Like he was just going through buildings. It
Yeah.
was just like, bro, he's trying to. I almost feel like he felt like Kong was kind of beating him, and he had to do it. Like that's what it felt like. Like it was kind of like this. It was kind of like if you're playing a fighting game, like Street Fighter, and you use like a zoner, and you're fighting it against like a rushdown. Like Kong isn't gonna do anything from a distance.
Right.
But Kong gets in on Godzilla. He can grab, he can kick. He's got more tools than Godzilla. Godzilla has like little arms. I mean, it kind of has big arms,
Right.
but like he doesn't really punch and kick and like choke slam or anything.
That pisses me off, bro. Everyone's like, Kong has opposable thumbs. If you look at Godzilla's hand, he has opposable thumbs too. He only has 4 fingers though, but he still has opposable thumbs. Like, stop with the opposable thumbs make you deadly shit. Like,
listen, the only way they could make Kong compete with Godzilla is they had to make him grow huge.
exactly.
Like, I don't even know if that's part of the story, like in the originals, but like they literally had to be like, oh wow, Kong has gotten so big just so he can have a chance.
Exactly.
And Godzilla beat him every time, except for I think the one time when the guy was like, oh, looks like Kong won round 2. That was like the only time Kong kind of won.
Yeah. It is the only time Kong came close to it. See, another thing that I had a problem with is in Hong Kong when Kong jumped on Godzilla's back, I was like, well, Godzilla's dead or Kong's dead. Like he just got impaled by all those spikes. Like, how did he not get impaled by those spikes? Like Godzilla's spines. Like, get out of here. Kong died right there. That's 5 times Kong died. Like,
and I thought it was weird. I thought it was cool, but I thought it was weird that Godzilla was just like, oh, I'm gonna shoot a beam all the way down to Hollow Earth.
yeah, that was like. See, when I first saw that, I was like, oh, he's beaming the ground to get to Mechagodzilla. Like, he senses Ghidorah's skull down there. Like, that's what he's going for. But it turns out Mechagodzilla is just way over in the fucking mountain on the side of Hong Kong. Like, okay. Never mind.
I felt like Mechagodzilla looked fucking amazing.
Mechagodzilla looked dope as shit. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Bro, and he was whooping Godzilla. He was whooping Godzilla's ass. But Godzilla had just came off a fight. Godzilla was tired.
So not only that, but he's specifically made to beat Godzilla. Like, of course he's gonna beat Godzilla's ass. He's programmed and made to beat Godzilla. Like, everything about Mechagodzilla is to beat Godzilla.
So
like,
did Ghidorah take over? Is that what happened?
that's what I think happened. I think Ghidorah and then the power of the core, which that makes no sense. How did the power of the core, like, you can't just download the power of the core and then upload it. Like, that has to be transferred. Like, it was never, that made no sense whatsoever. But
Yeah.
But yes, I think Ghidorah is something with Ghidorah took over. Because all right, so on my 3rd time watching this movie, when they upload the core's power,
Mm-hmm.
and then he turns it on and the skull starts putting power and the upload core's earth power starts going into Mechagodzilla, you hear Ghidorah's scream, like his roar. You hear Ghidorah's roar. So I do think Ghidorah took over.
Yeah, that's what it made it seem, is like, because like the Japanese guy like died, and like and then like he attacked the CEO guy. That seemed like Ghidorah had taken over. Like,
Yeah.
I got a new body now, and I'm Mecha guy. Like, I have rockets and shit now.
Which doesn't make sense because there is a monster called Mecha Ghidorah. Like why did you waste your Ghidorah potential on this when you could have made a Mecha Ghidorah?
Because it was the
Yes,
last
I know.
movie.
Yeah, I know the rights and blah blah blah, but you could like still set it up. Be like, oh, there could be a future one day. Like we could get the rights back too. Like it could be like a working relationship. Like, but they didn't. They just blew their load all on this. The movie's great.
It is. I agree. My score is a 9 out of 10 as well. And I am not.
Yeah.
I am not good at, like, I'm not a good
You're not
critic.
as critical.
No,
you're not as critical.
If I enjoy the movie, I give it an 8 or a 9 almost every time. Like, I'm just not a critic. I'm not like pinpoint.
Yeah.
I mean, there was things in this movie I didn't like, but it wasn't something that killed it for me.
Right.
Like, that's just the way I am. I'm that way with games. Like, when I review a game, I never review a game. I just go, yeah, I loved it. I loved it. Or I like, you know, I've never sat down, played a game, and then like thought out like, okay, did I like the story? Did I like did I like the plot? Did I like the characters? Did I like the gameplay?
Did I like the direction?
Do I like the direction? Do I like the world? What kind of bugs were in the game? I think
that part was cool.
What part?
The Pensacola part. Like, that was so old school Godzilla. Like, anyone who's been a Godzilla fan for a long time, that part was awesome for him. Yeah. That was just so right out of old school Godzilla movies. And then we get to them, that weird part where they're like, oh, my brother died because of gravity in this place and blah, blah, blah. And, well, now we have ships. Okay, cool, whatever. And then that part's over. And next thing you know,
yeah, it was like
oh, let's get Kong out of here. Like, all right, you know Godzilla is amphibious.
Why didn't they just take him in the airplane, like in the air the first time?
Thank you. Like, why? Why would you even try? Like, the Earth is what, like 70% or 80% ocean and water anyway?
Yeah.
Why the fuck are you taking Kong, excuse me, to
but not only that,
the water?
Not only that.
Why?
Not only did they take him in the water, they had that dude chained up.
Right?
Like
that man's gonna get off the boat. No, that man's not getting off the boat. Like, come on. Monkeys don't like water. Gorillas don't like water. Apes don't like water. Like, they don't swim. Like, they hate water. They stay away from water. Like, this man is on this boat. This man is just gonna sit there and twiddle his thumbs and be angry. He's not gonna try to get off this damn boat.
Yeah.
But they shouldn't have even brought him on the boat. But then here comes Godzilla, and oh my god, let's talk about some more cool cinematic shit. All of a sudden, fucking like Jaws, Godzilla's spines come out the water and just shoop.
Yeah, it was sick.
Ghost of Tsushima, them boats in half. Like, that was so sick.
That was sick.
So sick.
And then I also liked when Kong knocked him in the water, and then he's like looking down, and you see the blue light. Right. And Kong's like, oh fuck, and jumps off the boat. Like,
right, first of all, how do physics work in this monster version? Because how the fuck is Kong jumping off of these boats and like springboarding off of boats?
That part was sick though.
It was sick as hell. Parkour. 100%.
Yeah. Kong was like, oh, okay. I do want to mention one of my favorite parts of the movie, and this is actually a human and Kong part. I don't know if you noticed this. Amanda noticed it, and she said something, and I was like, holy shit, that's exactly what happened. So when they were in Hollow Earth and Godzilla struck down, and then like Kong was being attacked by like those bats and stuff, and then the CEO daughter like turned bad, like, oh, we're leaving, fuck you, and you're staying here, and they left.
We got our power. Yeah.
And when they shoot Kong, he grabs it. Right? Did you see what he did?
He looks into it to see if the girl's in there.
Yes. He looked.
And he's like, oh, she's not in there.
Crush. That was one of my favorite
That part was
scenes
dope.
of the movie. He literally goes, grabs the fucking airplane and goes, looks
No one
inside
in
of
there I
it,
care about.
and he's like, they're not in there, and just puts it down and goes, smashes it. That part was so, and I was like, oh, why'd they even shoot at him? Like, what? Just get out of there.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
Just leave.
And
Like,
my wife was
you're
like,
in a
oh, he was looking for the girl, and I was like, oh shit, that's exactly what he was doing. I was like, that's fucking cool.
All right, rewind it because I got ahead of myself on this. So before Godzilla comes out, there's this dope fucking scene that literally brought a little bit of tears to my eyes. Is this girl? She's deaf. We didn't say that.
Yeah.
But she's deaf,
Yeah.
and she.
When she feels
the boat.
Godzilla, yes.
Well, before that, this is the scene that brought tears to my eyes. She feels the boat and she's like, "There's something wrong." So she walks the fuck out there in the middle of this storm and goes up to Kong. And I was like, what the fuck? And then the other girl comes out. It's like, you gotta get away. Like, he's gonna fucking murder you.
Yeah.
Even though, like, you know that he's not gonna murder.
Wait,
the
so
girl.
she felt it before? Because there was the scene where she like feels Godzilla.
Yeah.
Like 2 seconds later, like the alarm goes off, and then like everyone's freaking out.
Yeah.
So there's another scene.
Yeah.
I know when she goes out there.
And,
Yeah.
and then she sign languages them, and then Kong sign languages back, and I was like, oh shit, like, yo,
Yeah.
they have a deep connection. And then the one girl's like, what the fuck? I've been sign languaging to this monkey for 10 years, man. Fuck this monkey. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
And then she was like, and the little girl's like, he don't like you. He don't trust you. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh snap. Like, Kong has a thing for this girl because, you know, this girl, like, I don't know if this comes off, but I'm pretty sure this is how the director and shit wanted it, but I don't know. I could be speaking out my butt. Kong sees this girl as himself. Kong's
Trapped.
parents are gone.
Yeah.
Kong's parents are gone from this island. Her parents are gone from this island. And they're on the same island. Like, I was like, oh snap, Kong like literally sees himself in this girl.
Yeah, but I don't feel like
And,
Kong
like,
hated the scientists.
He didn't at all. He just didn't trust them because they put him in a fucking dome. They're like filming and like nudging
Testing.
around him constantly. They have him in chains. Like, yeah, no, he doesn't trust her. But fast forward, we get to the Godzilla fight, and it was dope. Kong punches Godzilla, and Godzilla's like, bruh, you weak, bruh. Get to the gym. Do you even lift? And then
I don't know. That
bitch
punch
slaps
was...
him.
Yeah, but he kind of wobbled Godzilla a little bit.
And he just turned his head. He was like, okay, buddy.
Kind of wobbled him.
That
Like,
one.
he got a good punch in there.
But then Godzilla just comes straight back.
Yeah. I love this. I
would have killed him.
I also love the scene where the humans are like, "Hey, we gotta turn off the boats and shit. Like, we gotta make
That was
Godzilla
so
think."
Stupid though.
No,
Like, come on, man.
that is stupid. But I love
It's so
love
dumb.
the cinematic scene of Godzilla looking at Kong, like
yeah, bitch.
you just got your ass kicked and saved, and Kong like
That's what I'm
defeated,
saying, bro.
laying there. Yeah, I mean, Godzilla whooped that ass.